Hey, Team Thrive. Thanks for joining us for our very first lunchtime talk. We're going to try to keep it to right at 15 minutes and just really give you a bunch of really useful information. Today's topic is on coaching those clients, how to really have great check-in calls. And Carla's going to cover for us some of the basics. And so you get that all set up for success. And then Jessica Ward's going to join us on the call as well and help us with a role play so you can kind of see a call in action. Okay? With that, Carla, are you ready to join us?
I'm ready.
Awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for having me. So really, client care starts with a health assessment. So we should be doing a health assessment for every share call that we do. And once that is done, we always want to keep it in our binder. So in our binder, you have pre-clients, new clients, and clients that have been on plan for a while. So it's a nice spot to keep it really well organized. So it doesn't always have to be pretty, but it's in there and it works. So that's how we get everything started. So Debbie gave me this tip, which I've loved and I've really started doing, is when you add a new client, put them right away. You've got their phone number in there and add their starting weight and the date they started plan. And so you do this because so frequently I'm in the car and somebody calls back, and at least I have that a little bit of information to refer back to. Another thing that you can do, Becca Tinter also came up with this plan, is she puts her the day they start plan in her phone calendar. The day they start plan, and all of the calls are scheduled in the phone until they get into a fat burn. So we want to contact them every day. And that is a really important first part of plan. So if you put that in your phone, you don't leave anything to chance, and that might get skipped. So for your sake, we want to consolidate our client care days. So I have all my client care set up on one day. Maybe you might have a second day in there, but all of Optavia, all of our leaders talk about having one call day set up. And the goal of our client care is to integrate clients into our program. And so we've got our 4 pillars, and we want to find out, ask them, hey, what have you read from Dr. A's book? What did you pick up on a podcast? Are you on the Habit of Health Zoom call? So we really want to integrate them into that, into Transformation for Life. So this little bit might be a little review for you, but it is such an important part of the process. So a lifestyle change really starts with a strong jump that first week. And so we want to make sure when that client signs up, they get that Optavia order, they get that welcome email, right? And we are going to add them to our Facebook group if we haven't already been added. But what I want you to know to that client is set up that expectation so that they know this is a positive group. I add encouragement. I share non-scale victories. And so that is just going to set the tone for that transformation page going forward. So that is on each of us to make sure we do that. So we have some daily text messages that go out. There's 4 messages that go out before that client receives the box. And so I don't know if you've noticed, but some of those orders are getting there pretty quick, right? So we want to send them one of those messages every day. And then you have the 8 messages set up for day 1 to day 8. And then there's our journey kickoff call. So our journey kickoff call happens the night before they start plan. So I always make sure that my clients watch the video before we talk on the phone. So I will call them, or I will text them and say, hey, did you have a chance to watch the video yet? And frequently they haven't had a chance to. They're like, oh, no, not yet. Are you ready to talk? And I'll say, go watch the video and then let me know so that we can talk. Just because it is so clear in that video what they are going to do. You're not stuck answering questions, and I know that they get the precise information. And on that very call, I share something every time from David Miller. And David Miller always has a non-disclosure statement with his clients. And so what I say to them is, nobody has ever done this program perfectly, right? Nobody is perfect. Nobody's done it perfectly. And so when you mess up or when things happen, that is the perfect opportunity to talk about those on our weekly call. Because if we sweep those under the rug or we shy away, what happens is it's just a missed opportunity to grow from that situation. Whereas if we connect and we talk about it, we've had a chance to grow through it. Let's see. Oh, and then, so in that first week, we want to make sure they see that Habit of Health Zoom call that happens on Wednesday night. So that first week we say, hey, there's a Habit of Health Zoom call happening Wednesday night. We have them add the Zoom app to their phone. They don't have it on there already. And then we also give them the Zoom number for that call and have them put it on their calendar as a weekly setup. And it's a Habit of Health call, and then after that is a trilogy. So they always have the opportunity to listen to that and learn about our program every week and what the full trilogy is that we offer. And so it's a really important piece of our offering. Okay, so call prep. Oh wait, I want to talk about referrals. So the referral conversation, it's something that you should have often. A lot of times my clients, they'll forget. I have this call really, really frequently. So we need to paint a picture of how that referral is going to happen. So a lot of times they will want to say they're super excited about doing program. They'll be like, I'm doing Optavia, it's awesome. And they'll be really excited about it. But we want to help them tone it down, hold it in, and say, thank you first. Thank you so much. I do feel better. I've changed my lifestyle and I'm feeling awesome. And do you have any health goals that you're working on? And we ask them to turn the question back to that person. And a lot of times they'll say, yeah, well, I've wanted to lose 10 pounds too, and I just don't know how to do it. And so it gives the opportunity to say, well, you know what? I've been working with a health coach. She's awesome. I'd love to connect you with her, and you could ask her questions about the program. I'd probably just butcher it. So we have them set you up in a 3-way text message. And so when the 3-way text message happens, it's like you're at a party and you've been able to shake hands, right? And just that introduction. And we don't really want our clients to say, oh, I'm doing Optavia, because even though I am so proud of Optavia, I love being part of this, but we don't want them to Google it, because they're probably going to get assigned some random health coach, or maybe they'll just buy product and not lean into the program in any sort of way. So we want to make sure that we educate our clients on how to help their friends do that. Okay, so come and prepare to the call. So come to the call with great energy, be professional. So I sometimes will, if my energy is low before I get on the call, I will drop and do some push-ups, or I will maybe just do some jumping jacks or something, or run, or you could just have a cup of coffee. That would work too, I'm sure. But just to have your energy level there so that, they're excited to talk to you. It's always fun to be on a call with you. And Dr. A wants us to be outstanding coaches. And so what that looks like is we want to be magicians versus being heroes. And so what a hero does is a hero saves, a hero rescues, and goes and gets the information for the clients and gives them everything they need. And what a magician does is a magician masterfully transforms a client. So we do that by guiding them, by asking them questions so that they solve their own problems, and really teach them how to be their own hero. So we'll go through that in our role play a little bit later. So starting out a call, we never want to start out a call with, hey, how was your week? Because they will always go negative. It's just this human nature. It's just human nature for us to say, oh, I did this or that, and think about negative. So we always start our conversations with, what are we celebrating this week? And I did that last week with a client, and I knew she was feeling negative and she had to stop, and it took her for a minute. She's like, well, I'm still down 2 pant sizes. That is huge, right? We almost missed the opportunity to explore that and celebrate that. So, excuse me. So we have a long list of questions that we're going to drop in the comments. and just ideas for you to ask your clients on the calls. But we wanted to do a quick role play and just give you some ideas about what a call looks like. So Jessica, I'm going to have you pop on.
I'm ready.
Are you there? All right. Hey, Jessie, what are we celebrating this week?
Hey, you know what? Celebrating. Wow. I guess I'm down 5 pounds this week.
Woo! That is awesome.
Yeah. I'm feeling a lot better. My energy level has come up. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, that's awesome. So your energy level's up. Sounds like your rocking program, everything's going good. You have things coming up on the agenda. What have you got going next week?
You know what I do, and I'm very scared about it. So my family every year has a bake-a-thon, and cakes are my weakness. So we bake a bunch of cakes and we try them, and I don't know what to do. I mean, it's been a tradition with my family, and my mom's a huge food pusher, and I don't know what to do.
Yeah, sounds like you're so challenging. Okay, so what is it you want to do?
I want to stay on my path because I'm feeling much better now.
Yeah.
I'm worried.
Yeah, for sure. So let me just backtrack a little bit. So you've lost 5 more pounds. You've been on this journey for a while. You're doing awesome. How are you feeling? Do you have more confidence than you used to have?
You know what? I think I do. Yeah. I mean, I'm strutting differently. My clothes are fitting better. I'm sleeping better. I am feeling a lot better.
Yeah. How does it feel now that your body doesn't have the sugar that you used to have?
It is much better. I mean, that was my huge addiction, and it took a little while to get off of, but now that I am off of it, I do feel so much better. My inflammation's down. I'm sleeping better. So yeah, that is a huge thing.
So let me ask you, so we've got this weekend coming up. Do you want this to be a diet, or do you want this to be a lifestyle change for you?
I want it to be a lifestyle change. It's impacted my life so much.
Yeah, I know. It's been great. Well, so going into this weekend, what do you think you could do to change the outcome? So, I mean, you have options, right? You could just have the cake, and what happens? What do you think happens if you just have the cake? How would you feel after you did all that?
I'd probably, right after I ate it, thought of, why did I do that? I screwed it all up, and what am I doing? And then my body probably would not feel good the next day, I'm sure, and I'd be starting over.
Okay. So how can we avoid that? What can we do instead?
I probably need to go into it, because my whole family gets together. I need to go into it as this is a celebration, coming together with family and conversations, not about the food. And is there other things that we can do to celebrate instead of baking a bunch of cakes?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. And realistically, this time it is going to be hard. It's great to start and open up that conversation. There's going to be a lot of cake there this time, but I think having that plan going in and setting up, being realistic about your plan and how you're going to attack it going in is awesome. We know that our clients are more successful when they have a plan. And for me, I love pizza and I love cookies. Those are my 2 favorite go-tos. But I got to tell you what, I love the way my body feels and my mental clarity when I don't eat those things. And that means more to me than anything. And do you feel better, like, now that you don't have sugar and you're not eating that junk?
I do. I really do. And I need to keep that in my head.
Yeah. So go in this weekend and own it. If you stand shoulders back, stand tall, be proud of what you're doing. You're creating this lifestyle change. And if you go in and you really own that, they will leave you alone and they will be excited for you. And if you waver a little bit, oh man, your mama's gonna be the food pusher.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit. So
so go in, really own that, and just talk to her. She wants you to be successful. She wants you to get the weight off just as much as you do. So go in, having your plan, be successful, and own it. Own your journey. I cannot wait to hear from you next week and hear how you did.
Okay. I got this.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you, Debbie.
That was awesome, Carla. You make it sound so easy. I know sometimes that art of asking questions and digging a little bit and helping people, how did you phrase it? Not rescuing them, not being the hero ourselves, letting them be their own hero is really empowering for people. And to be the magician, I love that. Help transform them, not rescue them. So that was really great. And in that situation, we have that all the time. It is so important to ask people, what are some challenging situations that are coming up this week? Because we know 90% of their success is going to be going there with a plan. And as a coach, that's one of the most important things we can do, isn't it? Is help them develop that plan so that they can be successful. Yeah. Okay, you guys, Carla and Jessica, yay. Thank you so much for being willing to come on and share. You guys, I don't know, Carla, how many, 150, 200, how many clients have you coached? Do you know?
I don't know. I've been coaching for 4 years. Over 200.
Wow, awesome. So Carla's really experienced. I hope she'll come back on and share some more coaching tips with us. Not just telling them what to do, but helping them uncover what they need to do, because they do know. All right, so that wraps up our lunchtime talk today, our first one ever. Our next one will be Thursday this week. We hope everybody can jump on. Please share comments down below the posted video so we can all keep reminding ourselves and remember that, reread that list and remind ourselves of the nuggets that were shared today. With that, you guys have a great day. Thanks again, Carla. Thanks, Jessica. See you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.